we're at the main now.
Where? How far out? When you say you're at the main, does that mean?
It's all the way down the sidewalk.
Really?
94 feet.
94 feet is what we got in the camera lengthwise.
So the end is still a big pile of roots, and it's broken right where the roots are. So I'm going to pull this back and I'm going to show you. Explain. I like to explain it to you instead of just watching videos. Alright, so right here, we're at the end. We're going to come out, and here's your tap.
Okay.
That is a plastic tap.
Alright. Is that at the street?
Yeah, right here is at the street. We're coming out of the main right there. There's still a big pile of roots in there.
Is that in the verge, or is that at the? Where is that relative to the curb on the
right
street?
Under the sidewalk.
It's under
the sidewalk.
Okay.
Not the street. This tap is broken. You see that crack right there?
Yeah.
We couldn't see that before. That's why we're having a real hard time getting the camera through there. So that definitely needs fixed, 100%. So we're going to come back and I'm going to point out the rest. Even up here, there's some little cracks. They're not.
You can see we're dragging a piece of that roof once you get it off.
Okay.
See the crack.
There's a joint there that's just a root, but no, that's cracked right there. So there's a lot of little ones through there. So what I originally gave you price on was what I'd seen, and I told you we had to jet it out and before we trying to get rid of these roots. Stop on the camera. So I'll show you the ones that I seen originally, and the ones that are new ones. Those ones now are just new. I didn't see this.
Is there? Tell me this: between the two ends, which is at the street and here where you're working now, is it fairly okay? Or is it like this all the way up? I mean,
there's quite a bit of cracks and stuff through there. We got the majority of the roof.
What kind of pipe is it?
Terracotta.
It is terracotta. Yeah. But what can we live with, and what do we have to?
Here's the deal: when you go to sell this, say we don't cover some of those breaks up.
Yeah.
Somebody else can camera it when they buy the house.
Yeah, I know.
And if they say, "Oh, there's more breaks," you don't want to do this twice.
Right. But does this mean we got to dig everything from the house to the street?
No more digging.
Well, we have to dig down at the street too.
No, we would want to line it down there from up here, shoot a liner all the way down.
Yeah.
What is that?
Same thing we were gonna do. We do. What I was gonna originally, when we thought there was two real bad places. I said, all right, we could probably get away with doing 5-foot sections of this spot repair lining.
Okay.
But there's a lot more than just those two. Once we jetted it and we see the rest of the pipe real clear, there's a lot more breaks in it.
Okay.
Instead of doing the spot repairs, now what we do is we shoot a line all the way through the whole thing.
Now, what is this liner?
So whenever we bring it, almost looks like a sock. We put epoxy resin inside of it, and then we put it inside of a machine. And whenever it shoots, it inverts inside out. So what you're actually seeing where I put it in is the outside, which will now be the inside of the pipe. So it goes down there, we put a balloon in the middle of it, and it pushes it out against
like
the
a
outside of the
catheter.
walls.
It's like a
basically the same thing. It goes all the way down there. The balloon stays in overnight, and it hardens up and turns it into new plastic the whole way down one solid piece.
So here's another one. So this is the third break we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And then here is another one. There's two more. So they're all, sporadic all through here. So the only solution is to. Here's another big one.
Yeah.
That's the one I originally seen. And then there's another one right here. They're all through. The only way to do this is lining.
And how thick is the lining? How much capacity does it take away from the...
It's 3 millimeters.
So it's really thin.
It's really thin.
It's really preserving
you're not
the thickness
taking
of
up.
the...
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So it uses, whenever you shoot those liners down there, it still has to have some form of terracotta around it because it uses the actual pipe itself to help build its strength.
That's a mold.
Yeah, because the liner with a piece of pipe is a 20,000-pound crush force. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's the deal with this. We charge per foot to do the lining.
All right.
This is 96 feet long. We charge $100 per foot. So
100 times 100.
That's not going to be your price. Since we already started and we're already into this, we can get this down to about 75 for you. And I'm going to take off the money for the spot repairs.
Alright.
So you're going to be paying for the
That
digging.
much.
You're going to be paying for the digging and the lining.
Okay, that's fine. That sounds fair. So just adjust your price and do it.
I will. Okay.
You're good.
We're going to have to come back, jet it, and then line it. And it'll probably be, we might have to get in the next week on this, because we have like 5 or 6 for
Oh shit, okay. Alright,
the
sorry.
top.
Whatever it is.
It isn't even on the market yet, right?
It's kind of an exclusive listing, but it's not. We're slowing this process
I'll
down.
try to do it. But
We're not. It's not on the multi-list, so you don't have to worry about that. Like we had told her not to do that yet.
we're doing another one for
Whatever.
Stacy tomorrow. If we can do this one tomorrow too, we will. I can't promise.
Well, if you can, great. If not, I understand. So.
So we'll shoot that.